Today, or rather the day I recorded this, was 1st July. I want to remember 1st July or generally July in the 80s when I was a police constable. I'll tell you why. When I became an inspector, things were different, but these ones were specifically when I was a constable. And of course, I never became an NCO. It was just from constable to inspector because of my Form 6 level of education. Now, those years, when we had a budget, it was okay. Budget has always been there, and it has always been on second Thursday of June every year in the East African countries. The day we are having a budget in Kenya, the same day we are having in other East African countries, except once. Other Magugu one time, other Kinyanjui Magugu at one time said that he could not read the budget on that day and postponed it for 1 week. As far as I know, nobody has ever explained what hardships he went through and why he did not read the budget on that day. So this is how it used to affect us. On around 1st June, we would get our salaries for May. We'd get our salaries for May around 1st June. Then around 15th June, around the 15th June, we would get salary for June. That is, on June 16, you are working, but already you have been paid up to June 30th. Those days, salary used to come this way, especially if you're in the police force. It is only an inspector and above, who used to get his salary through the bank. But anybody below the rank of inspector, you line up. There is a book, a ledger book. You read your name, you sign there, you take the money. And now on June 30th, you are given your money. In my case, it was 800. You go. 2 weeks later, you are given another 800. So that towards the end of, and you know, those days, salary used to take 3 days. So you get your salary on 1st June. By 5th June, you are broke. 10 days later, you get your money on 15th. By 20th June, you are broke. Now, when you get your salary on 15th June, you have gotten your salary after 15 days. Now, you'll have to stay for 45 days without salary. It used to be very hard. And they used to say that, you know, things there were computers, yes, but they're not the computers the way they are today. And some aspects were manual. Even today, there are some aspects of manual. And as we continue, we are going on to an extent that a lot of things are going to be automated. So that is, they used to say that they have to literally go to the coffers, the central bank, get all the civil servants, give out their salary, so that in July 1st, you start a new financial year when the government does not owe you anything. Now, there's something that happened once, and it is really sad. There's somebody, a clinic officer. Those days, doctors were very rare. In a district, which today we call it a county, you'd be lucky if you had 3 qualified doctors. It used to be 2. And it used to be 2 so that when the doctor is sick, he used to be called DMO, District Medical Officer. In a whole district, government hospital, if the DMO was sick, then the other doctor would hold brief. Or if the DMO was on leave or any other absence. So in many counties, there used to be only 2 doctors. The whole work used to be done by clinical officers. Now, this clinical officer was leaving Kapenguria District Hospital, and he had a stethoscope on him. There is a way they dress it such a way that it goes behind and comes this side. So he had a stethoscope on, and he was caught by police, and he was being taken to the cells because he had stethoscope. He knew that if the doctor would come, he would cover him, but then he would have slept in the cells. So one day, so that day he was caught, and he had only 20 shillings in his pocket. I came to know of the story. I tried to reconcile him and the askari to no extent. He just said, and next time he comes to the hospital and is sick, he'll have to be taken care of by other clinic officers already. But the way he took my 20 shillings, which I had only for the last 10 days, around 20th July. Last 10 days I was to spend 10 days with just 20 shillings, and he had taken all the 20 shillings. If he comes, I can even inject him mercury to kill him. I also remember, I was born on July 16th. So as a constable, my birthday used to come when I was very, very broke. That for you is July for a police constable in the 80s. Thank you.